Bro, you and Charlotte having a kid, fam.
Guys, I'm having a baby.
That's crazy.
I'm having a baby. Myself, Charlotte, having a baby. 2025, you get me. It's gonna be the hottest shit I ever dropped. Do you feel me? heat dropping in 3 months. No reruns. Yeah, super excited for this. This is gonna be a massive chapter in my life. And it's an exciting time. And it's something that man, we can't wait to meet little homie or little homette. But yeah, it's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great, and they're gonna be great. They're gonna be loved, cared for, supported, paid for. God damn it. Yeah, can't wait.
What was the first feeling you felt when you found out?
Excitement.
What's the first thought that went through your head? Like your first reaction, if you can remember.
I was just like, bro, this is sick. Like, I was just happy. I could just think of just happiness. Like, I don't know how that thought could come to my mind, but I was just excited. Like she told me, I was just excited. The funny thing was that obviously I was at work and she come to get me. I was like, it was random. I was like, cool, I didn't really think much of it. And then we were just driving home. We get home and then she shows me and I'm like, no way, really? She's like, yeah. And I was just gassed. You get me? I was just happy. I was excited. And then it's funny because it's like, I don't know how to explain this for you, but the next 9 months just sped up. Like I just felt like I just watched her be pregnant, have the baby comes, and the baby's here. Like within like...
What are you talking about, fam?
No, like I'm talking about the moment when she told me.
Oh, like in your head?
Yeah, in my head. It's
I was like brother, where's little homie?
In my head,
yeah,
it's like, I can just picture it. Yeah. And I'm like that. I'm very like, I got pictures in my mind. Like I feel like
it became real to you, basically.
Yeah. And I was like, whoa, like, this is going to be sick.
It hit you.
Yeah. So I was like, bet. And then, yeah, obviously we had Hyrox 2 weeks later. And she did Hyrox pregnant.
That's crazy.
So obviously, everyone thinking like she's struggling because it's hard. It's like, yeah, but like, she's struggling because she's pregnant too.
Cooking in there.
No one knows this. You know what I'm saying? So obviously we ran it together. Do you feel me? And that was something that she was always going to struggle with the run, but it was really bad. She was feeling pain from the moment she started running.
I swear. Wow.
Pain. And I was just like, what do we do? Because I'm like, we can stop if you want to stop. But she said to me day before, like, listen, do not allow me to stop. Like, I'm finishing this Hyrox. I was like, all right. So we did it, and then obviously she was feeling so much pain, and then we walked and stuff, but she was like, I'm finishing it. I'm like, fuck it. That's why I really respect her so much more after doing that Hyrox, because she had every excuse to be like, no, I'm not doing it. Fucking, I'm pregnant, 1. 2, this run's going to be difficult. 3, I started running, and it hurt straight away. I could have stopped. She done 8K. And the rest. Do you know what I'm saying?
I can't do 8K as a man. You get me?
Let alone a pregnant woman. Yeah. So it was mad, man. And then, yeah, like it was, and at that point she was like 2 weeks pregnant at that point. So it was a sick realization to learn that Charlotte was pregnant. And yeah, I was excited, man. I can't lie to you.
What would you say you're like looking forward to the most? Obviously, like being a dad, yeah. But like, is there anything specific that you're looking forward to?
I think being with them, like the simplest moments, being on the bed with the baby and just kicking it, or feeding them, or just this, you know, like the simple stuff, like some of the stuff that I don't know whether you overlook it now at this moment in your life, but there's moments where it's just like you're just doing some small stuff, like you said, like spending time with a meal, like them moments. Like the fact you just go home and they're just there, just existing with them. But I think one thing that I'm definitely looking forward to is teaching them things. So like, teaching them things about life. You know, like all those lessons I've learned that we come on the pod and we talk about and we rap about and we try and extend it to people that may listen, no matter what their age is, giving them those gems, the things I teach some of the boys at football, and I'm like, bro, you're 17, bro. Like when I was 17, I was kicking ball. These are the things I learned, and these are the things I wish I heard then. Those things, telling my son that or my daughter that, like, I can't wait for those moments. I'm teaching them so much game that I can relive why I'm teaching them this in my head. Like, bro, 10 years ago I went through this. Here's the info on that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, teaching them things.
Yeah.
Teaching them things, being with them, their experiences. And yeah, 100%, yeah, being a dad. Being a present dad, being a dad that's like, I don't know, like a part of their life. Like you look deeper in it. Like, for us anyway, dads weren't really a part of our lives like that. So being a part of their life and knowing how valuable that is for them is just insane in itself.
Do you get nervous?
Haven't been nervous yet, no. I'm assuming that's gonna come at some point.
Yeah.
But as of since then to now, no. Not nervous. I only get nervous when we start talking about some bread.
Some what?
Some money. That's when I was like, okay, this is where that comes in. But yeah.
Nah, do you know what? Yeah.
Yeah, no, not really.
We'll talk about like, obviously when you start buying stuff for a baby, innit? I remember like this was we were in the pod, but we were just talking about like something as simple as like a pram.
Yeah.
Like a pushchair. I think, bro, pushchairs cost how much? I think what, just this piece of plastic on 4 wheels.
Yeah.
And you use it like 2 times a month.
Yeah.
How much? But it's like, especially the first child.
Yeah.
It's more for the mum, innit?
It's
more for the mum. Like,
100%.
my first child, I want to get.
It's their moment, right?
Yeah,
it's some of the things that we spoke about before in terms of what do men think about when they were boys and the dreams they had. It's more so it might be career based, or it might be like, oh, I want to do this for a living, or I want to buy that car, or like it's going to be something that's a bit more independent. It's got nothing to do with like women or like children or anything like that, or maybe getting married. We're not thinking about those things. We're thinking about, yo, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to achieve this, or I want to do that, or this is like my goal. I want to make my body into this. There's going to be certain solo goals that we're going to have. Whereas women, most of their goals, their pinnacle things have something to do with children or man, marriage, a wedding, do you know what I'm saying? Or family, do you know what I'm saying? So it's always to do with like that, those types of orientated things, which obviously be different to us.
Now, obviously, me being like a few months ahead of you in this specific part, yeah. If there are like any questions you'd want to ask, what would they be?
I wouldn't ask you. I'm joking.
Absolutely nothing, bro.
Johnny, I'm thinking I'd ask him. I'm joking. I'm playing. 100%.
Calling me a liar?
I'm gonna be annoying, Johnny.
That's a calling me a liar.
we get back right now in a real way.
I can go with my look back.
You know. No, but like, I would call Johnny, but he would just one sec me, bro, like he does all the time.
Do you know what's so crazy?
He would just one sec.
I need to shake this stigma because everyone says that, bro.
I called him one sec. His name isn't Johnny on my phone. His name is one sec.
You know, I actually don't do that to you as much.
Huh?
I don't do it to you as much, you know.
What do you mean?
I don't, fam.
Brother, because I don't call you, bro. The only time I call you is because I'm supposed to link you.
Yeah, but
I don't call you random. I do call you randomly sometimes, but like you don't answer, bro. Like you just don't.
What do you mean?
You don't answer.
Nah,
not
recently.
But again, I don't call you because of this reason. So you're not gonna get many moments where you're thinking, "Oh, last time," because I don't call you no more. I don't call you no more.
No,
bro.
start calling me again, man. I had my pride, man.
My pride hurt.
My pride hurt in a different way, man.
You get out, call this guy, bro. Why am I gonna call Johnny? I know he ain't gonna answer. What's the point?
No. I need to shake this stigma off because, like, no. Do you know what it is? Because sometimes, like, I'm not saying it's you, innit? But sometimes people, like, certain people call me as I don't want to speak to you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's you. So you just automatically build that resistance to pick up the phone.
100%.
No matter who it is. And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, it's not every time that my phone's near me, fam.
No, don't get me wrong. I think I went through a phase where I won't really answer my phone like that because, and for me, I think it was I had one phone at the time, and people will call me, and I'm like, I'm not answering that. I'm not answering that. Like I didn't want to answer unless it was my sister. The only reason why my phones are on, and will forever be on, and I don't put my phone on do not disturb. I don't not have my phone on loud, stuff like that, is because of my sister's medical conditions, innit? So like at any point she might call me and need me. So hold on a minute. Ironically enough, Yeah, I called her back. Sorry. So I remember she called me earlier, and I was.
Well, you
I was
didn't pick up?
No, I was coaching. I couldn't answer.
Oh, boy, you didn't
But
pick up.
I did call her back. I was just thinking about it. But yeah, but like I need my phone for her. If she's in trouble, I need to be able to answer it and potentially help her. So I'll never. And that's something from young. So I know enough always have an opportunity to answer my phone unless I'm working. If I'm working, I can't answer my phone because I'm probably not with my phone. My phones are always away. Like I don't carry my phone when I'm coaching clients.
Okay, not even for a stopwatch.
Say again.
You didn't even use it for a stopwatch. Oh, you got the
No, I have one. So yeah. So my phones are always away if I'm coaching a client. I want full concentration on them. Anyway, when it comes to Johnny, I'm not calling him as often because you don't answer. So if you don't answer when I call you, I'm not gonna call you. I'm just gonna text you. If I text you and I need to call you, I'm just gonna voice note you. If I voice note you, then we're good money. If I need to call you, it's because I need to ask you something right now, and I ain't got time to text you, or I'm busy, or my hands are like, you get what I'm saying. If I'll call you. But no, Johnny's funny still. Johnny might have to shake the stigma, but that's you.
Yeah, no, I need to shake that.
That's
I'm gonna lie, yeah. Unless it's like a, what's it called? Like a group chat call. But even that, like, it's not all the
But
time.
some people, I can't lie, they are notorious for calling people at the wrong time.
Yeah.
There's one or two people, and my gaffer's one of them. My gaffer, my football manager, he'll call me at the worst time all the time, and it will seem like I don't answer the phone.
What's the worst time though? What does that mean?
Like for example, I'm in a serious conversation with my mum. Let's say me and my mum are rapping, talking. My gaffer will call me back, but I'm not answering this phone right now. You get me? I'm not answering this phone right now. If most I will do is answer and be like, I'm gonna call you back, or I'm coaching, or like I'm in the like I'm doing something. I'm way away from my phone. Like I'm like in the car fixing something. So they're calling me. My phone's upstairs charging, brother. I'm not answering.
Like inconvenient.
You always call me at this time when I'm like, brother, I'm in the middle, or I'm on the phone, and my gaffer calls. I'm like, brother. One time my gaffer called me. And I'll be like at dinner or something. I'll be doing something. And I'm like, bro, why are you calling me now? This is mad inconvenient. Because you know that conversations ain't 2 minutes. He's calling me for a reason. We're about to rap. He's gonna ask me how the game was, or he's gonna ask me, what do I think? Like we're gonna talk for a while.
See, so
inconvenient.
So with me, I put my finger in it. I'm not a 2 minute type of call person. One, I don't really like phone calls. I don't like speaking on the phone.
I fuck with that too. I don't like when people call me and they tell me something within the first 30 seconds and then that's it.
So
I'm like, bro, you could have texted.
You could have texted me, messaged me, whatever. If you are gonna call me, give me the heads up. Yo, you got 5 minutes.
See that there? That's what I'm talking about. That's that shit. What do you mean give you the heads up?
Why just randomly just call me?
Yes, bro.
Then it has to be an emergency.
What do you see? And this is why I don't call this nigga though.
What?
This is why I have to call him in an emergency case only.
No, like not like a 999 emergency, but like, hey, bro, I'm at the shops. Like I'm about to leave. I was gonna grab this. What do you mean?
That's why I don't call him.
But out of the blue.
Yes, bro. It could be It's a Wednesday. Yeah, man's just finished my work day. Whatever. It's 7:30. Cool. I'm like, you know what? Ain't Johnny got that thing going on later on this week? He might. Let me find out more information. I'm gonna call you. Yeah, but why am I gonna sit here?
I class that as an emergency.
That's not an emergency.
That is an emergency.
That's a thought.
You're calling to gather some information.
No, that's a topic. That's a subject.
But you're calling to gather some information.
Yeah, but that's a subject though. That's
and that conversation is probably gonna last like 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes.
Potentially, it could spill. And that's what I'm on. I'm on. The conversation might spill into something else.
I hear that.
Do you get me? We might end up rapping.
Yeah. No, that's calm.
We've done that before.
Yeah, it always happens
100,
all the time.
100.
But I don't like the 2 minute calls. Like, bro, just text, man. Just text me. Like, bro, I don't even like when certain people voice note me.
You know what? It might be a thing, where people just save you as just text me, man. Like before you go to call Johnny, it just says just text me, man.
But the thing is, I'm actually happy you're saying this, and everyone listening, it's not just you, fam. Everyone gets the same treatment. Like it's not just you, fam. Like I don't like talking on the phone too tough.
Word.
Like, do you know it is because it just feels like, what's it called? Like I can't multitask. Like if I'm speaking to you now, unless I'm driving, when I'm driving is different. And sometimes I prefer to listen to music anyways. When I'm driving, cool, I'm driving. If I'm doing something and you call me, then I have to concentrate on the conversation and stop like concentrating on what I'm doing. So now let's say I'm like working or editing or whatever.
Yeah.
I have to stop for like 10 minutes of that conversation.
Why?
I can't concentrate.
And call
I
at
can't.
the same time.
I can't.
That's like if I FaceTime you.
if you FaceTime me. You've
We
never
we
FaceTime
asked
me.
if I FaceTimed you.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I know I will. But if you FaceTime me, you just be like you FaceTime me, yeah. And be like, yo, what's good, bro? I'm like, yeah, it was good. I'll be waiting for you to show me something, cuz I'll be like
No, I'm just rapping to you.
you got to show me something?
No, I'm just gonna rap to you.
About what though?
Oh, regular shit. You see niggas in America, yeah?
Mm.
They FaceTime all the that is their convo.
No, but you know,
Phone calling someone in America is like not normal. They FaceTime all the time. That is how they talk.
But alright, cool. So let me keep it 110 with you. Yeah?
Go on then.
If you FaceTime me, I'm Leroy and Lloyd, and them, like we FaceTime, innit?
Yeah.
We don't even speak to each other on the phone. Too tough. I even find it weird if it's just a phone call. We just
You
FaceTime.
FaceTime only, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you gotta be ready for me to pick up one time I'm in the toilet.
I don't care.
Is it?
Why would I trip?
Pause though, but
Brother.
alright, cool. So you can FaceTime me then.
Like, listen, the FaceTiming thing, yeah, I like the FaceTime.
But not on the continuing the convo though.
No,
That's a bit mad.
no, Seckle.
Like, hey, man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you up.
Hold
You
that
get
thought.
me?
Yeah,
Trust me.
I run it. But no 100. I went through a FaceTime phase for sure.
No, you can FaceTime me still. I'll pick up for.
Yeah, no, I went through a FaceTime
Hey, start
phase.
calling me again, man.
No, man.
Just
That's
call
how
me,
they
bro.
get you.
Come on.
That's how they get you, bro. You start calling that nigga. That nigga's giving. Oh, one sec, bro. I'm just. Oh yeah, fuck
call
this,
me,
man.
yeah, call me. It's like, my fucking dick. Got me.
Got me again. I should have known. I should have known, bro. You get me? This is
No, call me.
Yeah,
I'll pick up, bro.
All right, bro. I got you.
I'll pick up.
I
fam.
got you, Jay, man.
Don't call me when I'm on my way home today, though. Just check it.
Yeah, just checking, man. Just see if it works still.
Check it. Trust
That's
me.
all. Seeing if the line still
Is
connects.
this your number?
But yeah, man. I've completely forgotten where we were standing.
If you had any questions.
No, yeah, 100, bro. Like, of course, I'm gonna need those. Because listen, man, you're gonna have guidance from your parents. You're gonna have guidance from other people. But of course, our generation and how we raise a child in 2025 and beyond, is obviously gonna be different to how they raised children in 1996 and 1986 and 1976. Like, it's gonna be different. There's so many different things now. A lot of parents. And honestly, that it needs to stop, and I hope it stops. And it's something that we leave in 2023/2024. But they give their kids iPads at young ages and just sit them there. And there's so many things that that goes on social media, on iPads, on these little games they play, and the things that they're exposed to very, very young. That parents, especially new parents, are not looking into. And I, for one, I'm definitely going to raise a child that's going to be different and someone that's hopefully will be true to themselves.
When you say different, like, they what? What do you mean by that? Like, so for example.
So, like, what I mean by that is this, yeah, like, obviously we know, like, the the regular journey of a child. They obviously go up, they obviously be fed from young, from their mother for the most part or whatever, right? And then they develop slowly, start to walk, whatever. Now, of course, if their family is luxurious enough, they might have a nursery from like 3 to 5 days a week, whatever the case may be. Nurseries are expensive as hell, and some of them are really bad, I've heard. But anyway, that's besides the point. The main point is,
tell you've been doing your research.
I've been doing my research, but the main point is that you can have a really, really like poshy life where both parents can go to work and make all this bread, whilst they pay for a nursery or whatever, or like a nanny or something. Or, of course, you have your family around you that's going to support you and you're going to be able to do your bits. Or the mumsy stays at home, pops goes out to make money. Anyway, They have that. Then they get to like toddler age. And then they get into like young, going into schools, and then they slowly develop the understanding of home life, and then they got the understanding of outside life and realizing how to communicate with strangers, have friends, all these things, play and whatever. Then they build and they develop, and then they're gonna have some insecurities about themselves because they see other kids and how they are, and they start to feel like, well, I'm not like that, and I don't look like this, and all these things start to, and then they start to develop and grow, and they might build confidence, and then they might build a bit of self-awareness. Then they understand themselves, and then they fit themselves into society, and then they get to a point where it's like, okay, so how does this life thing work? Do I have to go get a job? Do I now like what do I want to do for a living? Then they start to grow and develop and then understand that, okay, cool, I can either make this type of money, that type of money. I'm young, I'm like 15, 16, don't know what I want to do in my life. They slowly start to tamper with this and tamper with that, and maybe find out what alcohol is like and understand what drugs are and all these little things. This is like the very general journey of a human being or a child that goes into their adolescence and into like young adulthood, right? My kid's gonna have a little bit of a structure.
What do you mean?
Nigga, I'm being serious when I say, bro, this kid's gonna be up at like 4 a.m, bro.
From
going
what
for
age?
runs. From like, what was my nephew? My nephew's like 12, 13. From like 8. Word.
At 4 a.m.
Brother. 5 a.m. Like, he's like, granted, it's going to be a slow process. From young, bro, from like 7, 8, 9, there's going to be small things I'm implementing into man's life, bro. Where it's like, you're living like, this is going to be normal. So by the time you get to like 12, you get secondary school, sorry, this is a regular thing. Like, I was going to secondary school, yeah, and getting there at like 8, 7:45, 7:30, 8 o'clock. You had to be at form for 8:45. We'll kick ball. We'll be playing football at like 7:30. All the way up until like an hour, get changed, and then, do you get me? And then we're into form and doing whatever doing. Then we're playing football again at lunch. My kid's gonna be waking up. Man going for a jog. He's coming with Pops. Like, Pops is gonna go for his 10K. You're doing 1K. And then you're going inside. You're gonna have your shower, your breakfast, and then you get ready for school, do some homework, whatever, and then you go to school. That's gonna be normal.
So obviously the benefits of that is like physically, isn't it? They physically will probably be ahead of
Physically and mentally.
Of the peers. Yeah, mentally, to
Because
be honest.
obviously, and then of course when it comes to like life skills, in terms of discipline and all these little small stuff that those things teach you, like understanding like the hours in the day, stuff like that. And again, these are choices that I'm making.
Yeah.
But like just the hours in the day and how productive you can be. Because again, these are things that a lot of people, including myself, understood at a later age. Like, hold on a minute. We used to start our days at 8:45 and 8:30. And I thought it was normal. Do you get me? If I'm starting my day off at 8:30 and I got to be at sixth form at 8:30, what time was I waking up for school? 7:50, 8 o'clock, 8:10. Do you get me? Might wake up a little later.
To get to school for 8:30?
Yeah, my school's down the road.
Oh, first.
So I'm not. I don't need. I could probably wake up at 7:45, get changed, get showered, wash, whatever. Walk down the road, get there like 8:10, 8:15. 10-minute bus journey down. You know what I'm saying? Literally like 3 stops. Walk down the road, bro. Man gets to school at like 8:30, 8:45, 8:30, and we can't. But then building someone that's a 12-year-old that's getting up at like 6:30, goes for a little 15-minute jog, comes back, gets in the shower. It's different, isn't it? Like it's just like, who did we meet anyone that was in year 7 doing that?
I don't know. I didn't. I wasn't thinking
You know
about.
what I'm saying? Like,
I wasn't thinking about
we're
that.
not even there at that moment in time. And it's like, not to say that they need this or you have to have this to be this, but it's like, in order to develop that at that age, God knows what type of time and what type of mentality they're going to have by the time they finish school and they're 16, 17. Obviously marking that they maintain that.
I think exactly. So
it's not a necessity.
The important thing is maintaining that, because
Exactly.
for me, I think, like, I'm not going to disagree with what you just said, innit? Because I think everyone's going to raise their kid how they want. For me, the most important thing is when they're a kid, they're a kid. Do you get me?
They have fun and they enjoy it.
Yeah, like you have a childhood that you look back and you can remember, like, oh, when I was a kid, I used to do this and that, and like that innocence of a kid. Like, for example, yeah, like for me personally, I'll look at my daughter and so much, like she can literally like say like she's on my lap, yeah. If she wants to get down, she'll just be moving around, like force herself to get down. And let's say I don't want her to get down because maybe I don't want her to be like running around, or she keeps going to a certain spot in the room. So I'm like, I'm saying, no, you're staying here. She start crying, fam. Like she start crying till she gets down. When she gets down, like the crying is almost like she's crying upset at me, but then as soon as she gets out, she's happy again.
Yeah,
She just like forgets that, and like she'll come and like hug me or whatever. And for me, the lesson there is like how you can like learn to forgive people in a certain way. Do you know what I mean? Like the innocence of kids, like she doesn't even know how to hold a grudge.
Yeah.
Like she can be upset, like literally. Like I remember when she went to get her ears pierced, crying, fam. And then like 2 minutes after, 10 seconds after, she will be laughing again.
Yeah.
Despite how much pain she's just gone through.
Yeah.
But you mentioned something in terms of like obviously the iPads and stuff like that, which I agree with in terms of like you don't want your kids to go brain dead.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because like they just literally just stare at a screen.
Yeah. It's definitely something that it's a tool that can be used, of course, and it can be used for development as well. 100%. But yeah, a lot of parents just spam it in it.
Yeah.
Just slap it in front of them. It's like,
Was it like, oh, I'm busy, just watch this
as
I do that.
Rather than actually like allowing them to kind of like what you said, like be kids and go out and actually enjoy the elements of the world and find out things. Like a lot of kids be scared of, like a lot of kids weren't exposed to certain things like grass and that to a certain age. It's like, bro, let that kid touch some grass, my nigga. Damn.
Even going out, building that tolerance, like your immune system and stuff like that.
Exactly.
You know, kids get sick and like quick, fam.
Like that.
Do you get me?
100%.
But also another thing is because of like, so my younger sister's sister, so her half sister, so it'll be my stepsister.
Yeah.
Her family went to see them the other day, and they have obviously you go to like normal kids' house or who's house, they have like a normal game console, like a PlayStation, Xbox, whatever. They had like a retro joint.
Yeah.
And there was a case where it was like, cool, the dad was like, oh, like I want my kids to be like a normal kid and like grow up the way I grew up. Which I understand that. I know in the moment I understand that, but after I thought, I was like, I hear that, but does that mean they have to miss out on being a kid in today's times?
Because then they won't be ready for the next 20, 30 years of their life.
Or they'll miss out on just regular kid experiences.
100.
That are just, it just should be, obviously granted you can afford it, but it should be normal for a kid to know how to work a PS5 or work a
or an iPhone
MacBook,
and
you get me? Just because you want them to grow up the way you did, don't mean they need to go on like a Windows 95 computer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, 100%.
Or they have to read a physical book. Yeah. But there's digital books. Maybe it's quicker for them to read a digital book. Like at the end of the day, you're still gonna read quite the same knowledge.
Yeah. And I think the thing is, I also think balance is key as well. Like, of course, we're both very new in this, and you're more experienced in this than I am. But with us being so new things and different things, we're so open-minded to, innit? Because it's like, yes, that could work, and also this could work. But then a balance in those things can help too. Like, of course, reading a physical book, but it's quicker to use a digital book. But then having the ability and the know-how of reading a physical book and just not opening it up, reading 75 pages, then closing it and then putting it back and then being like, oh shit, how am I supposed to know where I left off at? I can't remember. But yeah, bookmark.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a bookmark, nigga.
Yeah.
You know, what's a bookmark? Ain't that those tabs on the tab thing on your laptop? Like, no, there's a physical bookmark is that you use, but you can just fold the page. Fold the page, but wouldn't it ruin it? Okay, hold on. You're looking at homeboy like, bro, you're right, bro. Like, I hear like there's digital stuff, but like there's books that are like normal.
Say it, young buck.
You get me?
You know.
Like, are you good? Like, is everything all right? It's like, oh, okay. It's like, no, I want being able to be, man can work both. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can go both ways.
But I think kids naturally are so like, I think the most important thing is like what you do in front of your kids, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because kids are so naturally
They'll just copy it.
curious.
Yeah.
Like for example, yeah, I'll see videos of like mums getting mad upset, yeah, because the kid is like poured whatever cereal, whatever on the floor, and they're sweeping it up. They're trying to sweep it up. Why are you making the mess, bro? The kid sees you cleaning all the time, bro. They're just trying to copy what you're doing. So sometimes, like, it's like you gotta remember. Cool, I want my kid to know how to read a book. Have you even read a book in front of your kid?
Yeah.
For them, because kids will naturally ask questions. Oh, what's that?
Yeah. Have you read a book to your kid?
Yeah, kids are like naturally
100%.
so like it's that. Imagine you ain't never told your kid or your kid's never seen you like read a book, and you're like, oh, go read this book. Why are you watching TV? Go read this book, brother. I don't want to read the book because
I've never seen it happen.
Yeah, fam. Why now? It just feels like a punishment.
Johnny,
bro.
that's a fucking very good point, big dog.
Do you know what I mean?
It's a very, very good big point. And that's like exactly like monkey see, monkey do, bro. You could tell this kid everything in the world, but if you're not showing them these things live, they're gonna be doing some of the things that they see. And then if you start questioning, they're gonna be fucking confused. Because you do it. Like, what do you mean, why am I doing it? You do it. And then you ask me, why am I doing it? I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Because this is what I think is normal. Like you said, the kid's going to pour some stuff on the floor and be like, and be trying to wipe it. And you're like, look, I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, yeah, because you spilt water yesterday. I'm saying, I thought this is what we're supposed to do. We can't even talk right now. I can't communicate. The only way I can communicate is actions. That's all I got. And I cry from time to time. So, yeah.
But it's a sick journey, man. That, as I said, the most rewarding part, yeah, it's like, for me personally, like today, the most rewarding part for me today, it's like, when you've been out the house, innit, work, whatever, and you come home and to meet them, it's like, it's just it's always new, fam. It's never, it's like you're coming home to open a present, fam.
Yeah.
Every day. Yeah. It's mad.
That's a mad way of thinking.
It's mad, fam. Because it's like something, you know, like, for example, like Christmas or your birthday, when you get home.
Wait, what you've just said has just resonated so crazy. Do you know what? Every time I come home, yeah, my mum can't stop chewing my ear off.
Because I've had my kids went back, fam.
And I'm like, brother.
Yeah.
My social battery is low. Yeah. Relax. Brother, I'm in there. I ain't even taken off my jacket yet. Just in there. Trying to sit in where you're sitting. I'm like,
so what's happened today?
I'm like, brother, allow me. But the way you've just explained the feeling of coming home to a meal explains that feeling that obviously my mum has when I come home. It's like new. I'm probably going to tell her something she ain't heard before. Over and over and over and over and over again. And it's like brand new. Yeah. Every time. It's never dull. It's never, you know what I mean? It's never. I never want to get bored of you saying my day was alright. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're never going to get bored from now all the way into eternity of Amira saying, day was alright, Dad. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And that's just like a parent who cares, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then imagine you, like, I ain't even got to this part yet, but I see, like, for example, some of my cousins and the way they are with their parents and stuff, yeah, where you get to see this person grow up, yeah, to then become their own fully functioning adult. Like, for example, even like my little sister, like when she goes out, like the other day she went out for one of her friends' birthdays and went out to eat. Got to like 11, like 10 o'clock. Call, wait, where are you? Oh, you get me? Like, what time you getting home? Or how you getting home? Or Uber? Okay, share your Uber ride with me. All of that. Eventually, get to a point where she's gonna be old enough that I don't need to have. She's my little sister, so I always have that sort of like duty of care towards her. But if she's like 40 years old and she's gone out, she's not gonna expect me to like.
No.
She might not expect me to like checking in. What time you get in, bro? You're your own big woman, fam. You can get in whatever time you want to get in. Like, as you sort of have that similar thing with like a child. You know, anyone that you've sort of helped look after or you've helped raise them, you have that thing where you see them growing up into like their own adult where you're like, sometimes I sit there and say, right, my sister's 18, bruv. Like, she can make her own decisions, more or less. She's not like a little kid where I have to, oh, what do you want to eat today? She can get up and cook for herself. Yeah. And then you're going to see your kid, like your child grow up, do that. Yeah. So it's going from like, I have to do every single thing for you to literally help you survive, to see tomorrow.
Yeah.
To now you can just
Yeah,
go out into the world and
it's-
and do what you want and
it's
chase
so
your dreams.
important what you show them and how you show them, when you show them, and understanding how they learn, like just developing them. And obviously the best way you can. Like you said, like, at the end of the day, like you got to allow them to be children and allow them to be kids and allow them to grow naturally. But at the same time, it is your responsibility, and I feel like that definitely is a feeling that I felt like I'm responsible for human. Do you get me? Like I'm gonna be responsible for everything. How their mannerisms, the way they are, their being, like how they interact with other people is gonna be based on myself and Charlotte's teachings. And of course, eventually, like the school they go to and all those types of things are gonna play a massive part because they're gonna spend 6-7 hours in school, bro, and 5 hours with you. Do you get me? So they're gonna be in school more time. They're gonna be with you for large amounts of time of their life. So
you gotta make sure that part that you do spend on them is so important, so valuable.
So important because it's so small. It's so small. They're gonna be so impressionable, and their influences are gonna spread. Like first, they're just influenced by who you are and what you do, and then the more things you expose them to, now they're gonna be influenced by all of these other stuff as well. So it's like when they're with you, the number one influence in theory, make sure it's a massive impact, you know. Like it's crazy, man.
But
Crazy,
yeah,
bro, man.
So,
Wait. The era's mad.
It's a new journey, fam.
The era's mad, Johnny. We're going into the dad era.
You're so mad, yeah. When we start
Pops, you know.
when we start this podcast, yeah, I wasn't even when I was young, I thought, you know what? When I grow older, I want to get married by like 25, and then by like 27, have my my first child or whatever in it. But obviously, when we start this podcast, I wasn't even fit. That thought didn't even cross my mind. Big man thing, it didn't even cross my mind, fam. If you said, all right, listen, 4-5 years into this pod, you're gonna have a kid. I'm thinking, what? Me?
What, young drop?
I mean, I hope so, but like, you get me.
What, young drop?
You know,
in a real way.
in a real way,
you know.
Bro, I was thinking, bro, but
What,
now it's
young
like,
drop?
it's mad, fam. It's mad.
Hell, you know what I mean? What?
But hey, do you know what? One advice I'll give you, yeah.
Go on, bro.
The time, make the most of the times. Like so let's say like today, yeah. Obviously, you got work tomorrow, whatnot, innit? But you can just after this podcast, you can just pop out. You can just go for a drive.
No, 100%. You see, like last 3-4 weeks, I've been outside still.
Just you can, brother. When this kid comes,
I've been outside.
you can't even like, bro. The other time I remember, yeah, I was going to the shops, innit? I was going to the shop to buy like ingredients.
Yeah.
So I've just obviously like come downstairs, them lot are downstairs, whatever, innit? And then me in my house, like the way I've been brought up here. Obviously, if I was young, I want to go out, ask to go out. But now, if I'm going out, I might say, "Oh, I'm going out quickly." I might not. If I'm just quickly going to the shop, I might. You get me? Just quickly pop out, I'll be back soon, whatever. Every household is different. So I know certain households that no matter where you're going, even if you're going corner shop, come in and say, "Oh, I'm going corner shop," and then they cut. Cool, but that's not how.
Same in my house. Like if I just leave, I can't just leave.
Yeah.
I might text my mom, maybe depending on where I'm going, how long I'm going for. Let's say I'm going football, and it happens every week. Now's that time I'm gonna say bye to my mom.
Yeah.
But if I do this all the time, I might just leave the house, bro. I ain't gonna, like, especially if I'm busy, I'm in a rush, but I'm gone. You get me? She knows Saturday afternoon.
If I'm like, if I'm like going out, like sound like I'm going to work or whatever. If mom's awake, I'll get me. I'm going. You get me? Whatever.
Yeah.
But as I say, if I'm just popping out, like you get me, going out, popping out is different.
Different, bro.
Yeah,
sometimes you got to pop
out and show niggas. You get me, bro? So sometimes I'll just be popping out, yeah. Bro, I've popped out, gone to like Lidl on the high street, and just grab some ingredients, yeah. And then I've come back. No, I'm on my way back in it. And the missus called me. She's like, "Oh, where did you go?" I was like, "I just went to shop." "Oh, what? You didn't tell me?"
Huh?
I said, I just went to the shop. I know, but like I just thought you'd tell me. I said, "Bro,
wow.
I'm on my way. I'm like literally outside the house right now, but I just went to the shop." He said, "Oh, okay." I'm like, wait, do I have to tell you that I'm going to the shop?
Mm.
I was baffled, but it's like before, like a mirror or whatnot, I could just cut.
Mm.
But I think obviously now you both have a duty of care to someone. If like one person's not there and with like you don't know where they've gone, you're thinking, yo, where did you get me? Imagine you've come, get me, you're looking after your child, and then you realize Charlotte's not in the house. You will message her like, oh, like, hello,
100. If I
we-
start smelling, you know.
where you?
Hey, hey, hold up. Where you put them?
Fam.
Babe,
Hey.
play, babe, babe. Nah, hold up. Yo,
Hey, do you know what? Yeah. Do you know how I'm gonna end this pod? Actually, just remind me of this. Yeah.
God.
I'm gonna give 3 pieces of advice to mums. And this is something that would help you in it, or I'd hope it'll help you.
You know,
Because obviously when you're a woman, innit, this is something that as a guy, we I might make it 5, innit? We can end the podcast unless you want to add
no, go on, bro.
So this is if you are in your relationship with your partner and you're pregnant, this is advice from the mum side. Because one thing you will, unfortunately, it's just gonna happen, innit? Like you can't avoid it unless I speak to every single person in your life and let them know. Not like to be aware, innit? That's not gonna happen. So you're naturally gonna go through this. Every guy goes through this, where it's like even a comedian made a joke about this, innit? Where it's like every time you go, yeah, people are like, oh, they see Charlotte and start seeing the bump and like, oh my days, like how
Touching it and that.
not necessarily just touching it, but they're more concerned for Charlotte than you. Like you'd walk into like a house, like, oh, you're right, Nick, move. Charlotte, oh, how you feeling? Your feet, oh, sit down. Yeah, you're thinking, bro, you can be carrying like all the shopping, like, you get me? Like, yeah, where'd I put this? Yeah, somewhere over there. Charlotte, what do you want to drink? Like, literally, yeah, maybe not as like, as vivid as that, innit? But generally, that's what happens, innit? And then like one comedian said, yeah, like, don't you think it's funny how every time you get like a pregnant woman, everyone comes and like taps the woman's belly and rubs, oh my days, like, but no one ever touches the guy's balls and be like, oh my get me? Just like, oh, well done. Like,
I've been holding this motherfucker my whole life. They're gonna hold him for 9 months.
Trust me. But I thought that was funny.
Man.
But like, you get like literally, yeah, for like the 9 to like 12 months, the guy just gets
Discarded.
Yeah, ignored. Almost, innit? Almost. Like there'll be 1 or 2 people that are like checking. Listen, man, I know how. It's mostly guys. That's
the most we get is a congratulations and a good dap. Yeah, man.
Well done, bro.
Hey, man.
Get me,
my man.
And then they go back.
Shoot.
Yeah, trust me.
Shoot. Still.
You get me, bro. Why am I celebrating? Job ain't finished.
Job ain't finished.
Job ain't finished. I'm not done. But like on the whole, that's just like a heads up to you, innit? Yeah. Like don't expect people to like start asking how you are.
No, hell no.
Like that's gonna
fuck.
happen very rarely, innit?
Yeah.
However, obviously, like from a woman, because throughout pregnant and rightly so, there's a lot of like focus that goes on the woman because like you're now responsible like directly for another life, innit? So for example, in your case, Charlotte's gonna have to make sure that she's eating so that the baby grows normally and all whatnot. She needs to make sure that she's taking care of her body, she's having enough rest, all of that. It's normal. Naturally, women also do a lot of research, like a lot. But men don't really do that much research because that's men. That's how we are, bro. Like, we'll figure it out. You get me? Hey, I'll find a way.
Hey, we've never read manuals, bro. We've never read manuals, find a way. Bro. I'll figure it out.
You know,
I got a toolbox,
bro. You get me? I'll figure out. I got a tool. I got something for that. You know, like
in a real way.
You get me? Like guys will just figure it out. Like guys will hardly go away to do research in it, and also, like for women, this does not mean that a guy is not ready to be a parent or whatnot, innit?
Yeah.
But we just prepare differently. We prepare mentally more than like physically. right? We like think about, okay, cool, I need to get this in place. Okay, I need to make sure that I made this much money and put this much away, and cool, gonna need a pushchair or pram, whatever. Okay, cool, like how much is that? Okay, cool, I'll put this away. Like we start preparing more in that way. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool, like all right, cool, we need this type of space in house. Cool, I'm put these things on the wall, and we start thinking like that, innit? Whereas women do the research and like, oh, like what's like it's normal to fall like this as a mom, blah blah blah. Although everyone's got their individual journey, like they'll start doing all of that type of research, innit?
Yeah.
So, for example, women been knowing how to change nappies. They been knowing. I had to practice on like a teddy bear to get right. Advice to women. This is advice number one. With everything I say, this is the first piece of advice. You gotta give the guy space. You get me? Because when we understand it's your, I don't want to say it's your child. It's both of your child, but you have like a specific way you want to handle things. For example, a specific way she might want to change the nappy, or a specific order she might want to get the baby stuff ready. Don't expect your man to follow that same order, because the guy has to develop his own way, because there'll be a time where you're not around and the guy is confused.
He has to get busy, bro.
You get me? He has to remember their steps that you said this has to go in. But the most important thing is whatever needs to get done just gets done. And the guy normally does things slightly differently to a woman. Like a guy likes to be a bit more efficient. Like when I first started changing nappies, especially like if the baby does like a number 2 or whatnot, I want to make sure I have enough wipes. You get me? Because my hands are gonna be busy once I get started. I don't want to be holding, you get me, the baby and then trying to get the wipe, and then I've pulled a bit of wipe, and then like 5 has come out. So what I do is I prep. You get me? I take out all the wipes.
You saying you prepare in a real way?
In the real way, cause you get me. My pride, I don't want my pride to get hurt.
My pride to get hurt.
So I'll take out all the wipes, that I feel like I need, innit? So if it's like a number 1, like a wee, I'll take out.
Man's got 5.
Bro, I'll take like 5 sheets.
Oh no, that's an 8 sheet. That's an 8 sheet job,
bro.
That's an 8 sheet job right there.
And the thing is, when babies start doo-dooing, listen, listen. Hey, I'm trying to talk in the real way.
You know,
I'm trying to tell you guys. I'm trying to put you guys on game, but at the same time, I'm trying to tell the ladies you guys gotta prepare. You gotta make room for it.
He's putting man on game in a real way.
100%. Because like I'm telling you, bro,
that's a 5 sheet job.
I'm telling you, once this slaps the socials,
they're gonna
people gonna be commenting, thinking, "Nah, bro, he's on." Because like I went through this, bro. Like when babies start doo-dooing, listen, it's liquid, bro. It's no solid doo-doos, cuz. So you gotta like wipe. Yeah, like, you gotta keep wiping till there's nothing.
You're gonna find extra shit.
Exactly. So you need enough, bro. You can't. You get me now? Trying to like, and the things leaking. And
but
like,
why is the wipes over there?
I need to prepare everything, bro. I got my wipes, and I got the nappy cream
powder. You got powder on there?
Nah, you don't really use. We don't use
powder. Just a cream set up,
like Sudocreme or whatever.
In
I have to have everything ready, before I start.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's a mum, she just on site. You get me? She can get on right now, cause she can just. Right, cool,
like at Benny Hanna's?
Quick, fam.
Just running it in front of you.
Bro, just chefing the thing, bro. Get me?
Like it's just
she might throw the baby up,
and
just do some shit.
Like,
catch it in one hand. Put that change of mat straight in it. Put the baby
in
down.
A real way.
The baby just rolls down the hand like this, like it's a ball, bro.
In a real way.
Women are talented, innit? And they have that. It's natural. It comes natural to them.
Oh, dead.
Man, naturally. As a guy, it doesn't. So give the guy room, because I'm gonna lie, for me personally, I used to get like irritated when you're like, "Oh, do it like this." I'm like, "Bro, leave me alone. Let me like figure it out, bro. Yeah. Like, what you talk about? Let me figure it out." That's number 1. Number 2, if a guy doesn't say anything, I know sometimes women want to hear the guy talking to show that he's thinking. But if a guy doesn't say